Shabbat Shalom, setting standards. When we decide on goals for ourselves, we often compare ourselves to other people that we know. But is that the best way to set standards for ourselves? In this week's Parsha, we read that the punishments for hitting a parent and for cursing a parent are both death. But in the Talmud we learn that the punishment of death for hitting a parent is carried out by hanging, which is considered less painful than the punishment of death for cursing, which is carried out by stoning. Rabbi Chaim Mordechai Braunroth wonders why the punishment for hitting a parent, which seems like a much more severe sin, is less harsh than the punishment for cursing a parent. He explains that the person who hits their parent is a boor and ignoramus, but the person who curses their parent, and the punishment is only when the person uses a curse using God's name, is clearly intelligent and therefore should have known better, and they are held to a higher standard. When we think about our wealth and how much we can give to charity, we often compare ourselves up to someone wealthier than ourselves to justify why we don't need to give as much because we are relatively poor. But when we think about how generous and kind we are, we compare ourselves down to someone less generous and kind to justify that we already give more than enough and don't need to give any more. But what we should do is, in terms of wealth, compare ourselves down to someone less wealthy to encourage us to give more, and in terms of kindness to compare ourselves up to someone more generous and kind to again encourage us to give and do more. Comparing yourself to someone else is okay, as long as it encourages you to be better. I look forward to seeing you this Shabbat at TRZ, Friday night at 7:30 p.m. for Kita Gimel and Dalet Class Shabbat and Anniversary Shabbat, and Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for Kolot. Shabbat Shalom.